So today when I got home I decided I'd start stripping this old engine, and I mean the piston was just stuck fast into the barrel and I could not get it out no matter what I did. I tried heat, you can see the gun sitting over there. I tried letting it sit overnight with penetrating oil, nothing was gonna work. So today I had to just get a bit ignorant because I have two barrels anyway and two pistons. I didn't really need this one and I just beat like crazy. I had no choice and it fought me every single bit of the way, right down to the bottom of the barrel. It fought me and I got it out eventually. And I can't understand why it was fighting me so much, because if you look in here it's really not that bad. So I can't understand why it was been held so tight. But there you go. And the rings on the piston, I had to even break a lump out of the piston to get this out of this. But you can see that the rings are stuck. Like they're not sticking out. So I don't know why it was so hard to get out. And the piston itself looked clean. You know, like it didn't look like it ever had that much blow by or anything. So it's just a bit odd. If I get some of them rings out, I may be able to use some of them. Oh, you can see an awful amount of rust there on that. That might have been the spot that was holding it. Anyway, I got it out. So then I progressed to taking the oil out of it. And you can see what I've got here. 90% of what came out of it was water. There came up just a big gush of water out first. And then all this mucky, grey, browny oil. So everything's free and moving in it. I think the bearings are probably shot bearings, if you want to call them that. I mean, everything moves as it should. And usually I'd probably just scrap this engine and say no more, but I've been thinking about it, and the thing is, there's very few of this particular engine to be found. This particular engine was very specific to the cb125 RS, and to find another one of these is extremely hard. So rather than sacrifice it, I think it would be better to fix it up and at least give somebody else a chance to have it. But I do need to take the kickstart spindle, and later on if I find one I'll put another one back into it. And I do need to take the rev counter because there's a wee bit of mine that's broke. But eventually I'll replace them when I have the money later on. These casings are quite bad but not unusable. I mean, if you can imagine that they would paint up quite nice, that engine might not be too bad. If you look in here, it's a bit rusty and mucky, but that stuff will all clean up. And the bearings will all get changed and stuff. I mean, I can do that over a year or two. I can rebuild this engine. I think that's probably what I'll do. Just for a little project as well. So that's how far I am on with this. But I will be opening this up to take some of the pieces that I need out of it for now. And that's it. The head, don't know what I'm going to do with it. Spark plug's still stuck in it. Haven't really tried to do anything with it today. Give you a look anyway. So I was putting lots of penetrating oil on it last night, and if I could get the core out of the middle of that, I'd be hoping to kind of, if I got a big enough drill bit to get it stuck in it, it may just be enough to drive it out. It's dodgy because if I do that it could wreck the treads, but the treads might just get wrecked anyway, so it's much of a muchness, isn't it? I bought myself a valve compressor today, so I'm gonna wait, and that's gonna be the first job. I'm gonna decompress these valves And I may buy some seat cutters as well and cut new seats and put new valves into it. As I said, I have other good parts on my good engine, but the head, I think there's a problem with the head on my other engine. I think maybe the exhaust valve's just a little bit on the worn side, and that might be my problem, but I'm just messing about with this for the fun anyway. It's no good to me really. If I can rebuild it over a year or two, great. If not, it can lie there. It's much of a muchness to me. But I'm hoping I can get that spark plug out and at least have a fighting chance. Okay guys, that's it for now. Well, after a lot of fettling and a lot of messing with the head, I finally got the spark plug to be able to go back into it. And by God, was it a Trojan task, because I didn't have a set of retractors and I had to drill it out, and then I had to kind of get the screwdriver and kind of beat the middle part out of it, the bit that was stuck. But anyway, I got it done. I had to thread it, but I had to thread it with this one, and the thread is ever so slightly different, and it is a bit tight going in there, but it goes in and it stays in, so I'm hoping that I'm not going to have any issues with that. I don't think I'm going to use this head for this bike. I think the head that's on it's probably a better head. It just needs the valves looked at. So I have a valve compressor on its way, so I can look at the exhaust valve, because I never checked it before when I was doing the head. In hindsight I probably should have, but that could be the issue. But it may mean that this engine here is salvageable, so let's hope for the best for it. You never know. Time will tell, I guess. See you later, guys.